You are welcome to Unit 3, Section 5. Today we are going to look at how to determine chargeable income from employment. By the end of the session, you should be able to determine total emolument of an employee, identify allowance that should be consolidated, and compute chargeable income. Let us first try to define employment income. In determining what constitutes an employment income, we will refer to Act 896, Section 7, which describes employment income as gains or profits from any employment, including any allowances or benefits paid in cash or given in kind to or on behalf of an employee other than in respect of medical, dental, or health insurance, or any expenses, passage from or to Ghana in respect of employment or termination of employment. We need to add that reimbursement to employees for expenses incurred exclusively on behalf of and for the benefit of the employer does not constitute an employment income. When you look at Section 7 of the Income Tax Act, it defines employment income, gives certain income that qualify as employment income, and some employment income exempt from tax. But remember that in the beginning of this model, we looked at employment income exempt from tax. Basic salary. Basic salary refers to income represented usually by monthly salary paid to an employee and applicable to the grade, rank, or position of that employee without the addition of any allowance or benefit paid in cash or given in kind to that employee. Usually, when a person is employed, he or she is put on a point or step within a salary scale. After each anniversary a good appraisal, the employee is given an increment. So let us look at how salary is determined. Using this example, Kweku Ejiri was employed on 1st October 2016 on a salary scale of 12,000 Ghana cedis, increasing by 150 Ghana cedis to a limit of 13,500 Ghana cedis. Compute his assessable income for 2021. Note that employment income is always assessed based on the current year. So we first have to find the increment in salary. We start from 1st October 2016. So we are looking at the yearly increment. So from 1st October 2016, the year will end at 30th September 2017. Then the following year, we have 1st October 2017 to 30th September 2018. 1st October 2018 to 30th September 2019. We have 1st October 2019 to 30th September 2020. 1st October 2020 to 30th September 2021. 1st October 2021 to 30th October 2022. So in the first year, we had 12,000 Ghana cedis. In the second year, it increased by 150 Ghana cedis. So we have 12,150 Ghana cedis. In the third year, same increment. So we have 12,300. In the fourth year, we have 12,450. In the fifth year, we have 12,600. In the sixth year, we have 12,750 and so on. Our concentration is for 2021. So looking at this, we have from 2016 to 2022. So we are going to fish out the 2021 element. Looking at this point, we have 1st October 2020 to 30th September 2021. And at this point, we have 1st October 2021 to 30th September 2022. So this is the part where this is the part that we are interested in. So how many months of 2021 are here and here? For this point, we have from 1st October 2022 to 30th September 2021. So it means that here we have from 1st January 2021 to 30th September 2021. So here we have 9 months. In a year, we have 12 months. So if we have 9 months here, it means here we have 3 months, which is 1st September 2021 to 31st December 2021. So we are going to get 9 over 12 multiplying 12,600 plus 3 over 12 multiplying 12,750. For the first part, we have 9,450, and for the second part, we have 3,187.5. When we add them together, we are going to get 12,637.5 Ghana cedis. So our 2021 accessible income is 12,637.5 Ghana cedis. Let us look at the solution again. When you are given this question, you first have to determine the increment. So we started by looking at the increment from 1st October 2016. So we had 1st October 2016. 1 year from that time is 30th September 2017. 1st October 2017 to 30th September 2018. We will do this till we get to 2021. 1st October 2018 to 30th September 2019. 1st October 2019 to 30th September 2020. We cannot end here because we have no 2021 element. 1st October 2020 to 30th September 2021. We cannot also end here because out of 12 months in 2021, we only have 9 months represented here. So we move on to 1st October 2021 to 30th September 2020. So now let us look at the various amounts. The first, we have 12,000 plus 150, which is 12,150, plus another 150, we have 12,300, plus another 150, we have 12,450, plus another 150, we have 12,600, plus another 150, we have 12,750. So with this, you continue till you get the year of assessment you are looking for. So now we have the various income. Let us look at how to compute for 2021. So at this point, we have 1st October 2020 to 30th September 2021, and we have 1st October 2021 to 30th September 2022. So we have to find the number of months at this level and the number of months in this level. When you find for the first level, you deduct it from 12. That gives you the next one. Because in a year, we have 12 months. So if we have a number of months represented at this level, it means at the next level, the remaining months are there. So from 1st October 2020 to 30th September 2021, we have 9 months of 2021 in there. And then from 1st October 2021 to 30th September 2022, we have 3 months of 2021 there. So I'm going to get 9 over 12 times 12,600 plus 3 over 12 times 12,750. So here we have Ghana cedis 9450 plus Ghana cedis 3187.5. The total is giving us 12637.5. Please don't do the mistake of computing the accessible income as 12,000 multiplying 150 minus 13,500. So in this case, you are going to get for the first part, you are going to get 1800123 minus 13500. So giving us 1786500. This computation is wrong. Never compute basic salary or accessible income as this way. The scale reads 12,000 Ghana cedis. This multiplication sign here shows the increase by 150, and this dash here shows the limit. It means that the person can only receive up to a limit of 13,500. Accessible income. Accessible income refers to the total of all income supplements payable in cash or given in kind to the employee. It includes cash allowances payable in respect of rent, transportation, canteen, and leave. Other cash allowance payable in respect of clothing, education, utility, profession, etc., which are routinely paid and are therefore income supplement. It also includes allowances peculiar to certain jobs, which are routinely or paid regularly as part of the salary and are intended to be permanent, such as duty, height, underground, heat discomfort, call-in and night shift allowances. We also have car maintenance allowance. We looked at this in the previous session. We also have annual bonus paid regularly as part of the salary and not dependent on any contingency. We looked at the computation of bonus also in the previous session. Any cash allowance paid to the employee in respect of garden boy, watchman, and house help. We also looked at the treatment of cash allowances paid to employee in respect of garden boy, watchman, and house help in the previous session. Let us look at some definitions. Total cash emolument. It is the consolidated salary plus all allowances paid in cash to the employee. Total cash emolument is the consolidated salary plus all allowances paid in cash to the employee. Then we have employment accessible income. This is obtained by adding other non-cash benefits to total cash emolument. Other non-cash benefits to total cash emolument. So with the total cash, we have their consolidated salary, which we just looked at how to compute it, plus other cash allowances. So we can have electricity allowance, clothing allowance, etc. When we add this, we are getting total cash emolument. After doing this, when we add benefits in kind such as garden boy, watchman, maid servant, car element, rent element, when we add this to the total cash emolument, we get employment accessible income. Then total accessible income is obtained by adding other income from other sources to the employment accessible income. So assuming you receive any other income that is taxable, when we add it to your employment accessible income, it gives us total accessible income. Then lastly, we have chargeable income. This is obtained by deducting total reliefs from total accessible income. We looked at reliefs in the beginning of this unit. We said that reliefs are amounts allowed to be deducted from income, and this helps cushion the tax burden. So we have child education relief, marriage relief, old age relief, aged dependency relief, etc. Accommodation facilities and vehicle-related benefits are valued as follows. So for accommodation with furnishing, the percentage is 10% of total cash emolument. We just looked at what total cash emolument is. Then we have accommodation only, 7.5 of total cash emolument. Furnishing only, we have 2.5, and shared accommodation, we have 2.5. Then for vehicles, we have fuel, vehicle, and driver, 12.5% up to 600 per month. Vehicle with fuel, we have 10% up to 500 Ghana cedis per month. Vehicle only, 5% up to 250 per month. And then we have fuel only, 5% up to 250 per month. Please take notice of the various percentages and then the limits, because in exams or in quiz you will not be given. You have to know this. Also, according to the 2023 budget, the existing vehicle element limit used in ascertaining the benefit in kind for the purposes of individual income taxes do not meet current market rates due to the inflationary pressures. So the government proposed a review of the current upper limits to reflect the current trends. But until then, we are going to be using these rates and these limits for this model. Let us look at the format for computing chargeable income from employment. So we first have your basic salary. Sometimes it will be given to you or you have to compute for it. Then you add other allowances. So you can have clothing allowance, responsibility allowance, child education allowance, etc. When we add all these allowances plus our basic salary, we get what we call total cash emolument. Then now we bring the car element and then the rent element. So depending on what you are receiving, you apply the respective rate. So we said that when you have vehicle driver fuel, it is 12.5% of total cash emolument, and it's to a limit of 600 Ghana cedis per month. So in a year, we have a limit of 7,200. Then with the rent element, depending on the type of rent element you are entitled to, you apply the appropriate rate. So if you are given rent with furnishing, you know the rate is 10% of total cash emolument. With the rent element, there is no limit. Then we have other non-cash benefits. So here we can have the watchman, depending on how payment is made. Then we have maid servant, etc. We can also have loan benefits. When we add these to the total cash emolument, it gives us accessible income. Then we move on to charge our reliefs. So depending on the situation of the individual, we apply the appropriate reliefs. So if the person is married, he or she gets marriage relief. When we said the rate is the value is 1,200. Child education, we said 600 per child to a limit of 3. Then we said aged 1,000 Ghana cedis per relative and a maximum of 2. Then old age, we said 1,500. Professional, we said 2,000. And then disabled person, we said 25% of their income. Please don't forget these things, so you will not be given in the exams or quiz. You have to know all these amounts and rates of head. Then we also have social security, which is compulsory, and it is 5.5% of the basic salary. So when you add all this and you deduct from your accessible income, we get chargeable income. Let us use this example to understand the format very well. Nkrumah was employed on 1st March 2016 by Warabeba Limited. Her salary scale was 48,000 Ghana cedis, increasing by 3,000 Ghana cedis to a limit of 72,000 Ghana cedis. The following information relates to Nkrumah. She is married with 4 children, all in JHS, junior high school. She contributes 5.5 of her basic salary towards Social Security Fund. She is provided with accommodation only. She is paid the following allowances: 5% of basic salary as professional allowance, 10% of her basic salary as responsibility allowance, canteen allowance of 200 Ghana cedis per month. Compute Nkrumah's chargeable income for 2022 year of assessment. So I'll leave this here for a few seconds so that you can take notice of the question, and then we can solve it. Okay, so we first have to compute Nkrumah's basic salary. We were not given, and we're told that she was employed on 1st March 2016, and we are looking for the chargeable income for 2020 year of assessment. So it means that when we are computing our basic income or basic salary, we have to compute up to 2021. Okay, so now let us look at the solution. We first have to compute the basic salary for 2022 year of assessment. We were told that she was employed on 1st March 2016. So we start with 1st March 2016. 1 year from there is 28th February 2022. 2017. Then we have 1st March 2017 to 28th February 2018. 1st March 2018 to 28th February 2019. In tax, we use 365 days. So we use 28 days of February instead of the 29 days that comes with the leap year. 1st March 2019 to 28th February 2020. Then we have 1st March 2020 to 28th February 2021. Okay, so now we have our 2020 here and our 2020 here. Now let us look at the value or the amount or the salary. So she started with 48,000 and this is increasing by 3,000 every year. So in the following year, we are going to get 51,000, 54,000, 57,000, 60,000 and so on. Now let us look for the number of months here for 2020 and here as well. So here we have 2 months of 2020 and here we have 10 months of 2020. So here gives us 12 months. In a year we have 12 months. 2 months here because we only have January and February here. But from here, we have from March to December. Okay, so now let us look at the computation. So we're going to get 2 over 12 times 57,000 plus 10 over 12 multiplying 60,000. So for here we have 9500 and here we have 50,000. So we're going to get a total basic salary of 59500. 59500. I hope we're able to get this figure as well. Now let us look at the computation of chargeable income for the year of assessment for Nkrumah. So we'll start with the basic salary we computed. So we have basic salary. So we have 2 over 12 times 5700 plus 10 over 12 times 60,000 and this is giving us 59500. Okay, so before we forget, we have to bring our year of assessment, which is 2020, and our basis period. It's very important we bring this. Okay, so now let's continue. We're told that she received certain allowances. So after our basic salary, we add cash allowances to get our total cash emolument. So we have professional allowance. And we were told that this is what? 5% of the basic salary. And this gives us 2975. She also received responsibility allowance. Responsibility allowance. And we're told that is 10% also of basic salary. So we have the value to be 5950. We're also told that she receives canteen allowance. So canteen canteen allowance, which of 200 Ghana cedis per month. So this is an annual computation. We have 200 times 12, and this is giving us 2,400. We get our total to be 11,325. We add it to our basic salary, we get 70,825. We get 70,825, and this is our total cash emolument. Total cash emolument. In this question, there were no benefits. In this question, she received or she was provided with accommodation only. So now we move to add rent elements. Accommodation only, the percentage is 7.5, and this is of total cash emolument. And it is giving us 531.88. So you're going to get a total of 76136.88, and this is our assessable income. Now let us look at the reliefs. Reliefs. We're told she's married, so marriage relief. The amount is 1,200. We're told that her children are in school, so she's going to get child education relief. She has 4 kids, so she's going to get the maximum of 3, which is 1,800. And lastly, the SNIT, which is 5.5% of basic salary. This is giving us 3272.5. So our total reliefs will give us 6272.5. When we deduct, we are going to get an amount of 6,96864.38, and this is our chargeable income. Okay, so this is how we go about it. Please note that if you are given the salary scale to compute for basic salary and you get basic salary wrong, a lot of things dependent on basic salary, you will get it wrong. So assuming you get basic salary wrong, this allowance will be affected. This allowance will be affected as well. It will affect total cash emolument, and this will affect the rent or car element. This will affect assessable income, and lastly, it will affect your SNIT. It means that your total reliefs to charge will be affected, and your chargeable income will also be affected. So whenever you are given the salary scale to calculate basic salary, please take your time and make sure you get it correct. If not, at the end of the day, you are going to score a lower mark. This brings us to the end of today's session. In today's session, we learned how to compute the basic salary when given a scale and how to compute chargeable income. Hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you.